All right. Hi, guys. How are y'all doing? I hope you guys are doing well. So, I wanted to spend some extra time with you today. And since I have a group at my table right now, I decided to do a video for you. So, it's kind of like you get small group twice, just this time it's in video form. So, make sure everyone can see the screen. I am going to be showing you some things on the board. And also make sure that you guys can all hear me. Okay? I think that you can pause this and rewind if you miss something, and then pause it and take a break if you need to. Today we're going to be talking about addition and subtraction word problems. So on your table you have a list of keywords. So you're going to want to refer to that, and we can put it in your math journal or in your binder. But those are some words that you're going to see a lot in word problems, and they can help you know how to solve the problem. So words like how many more are going to mean subtract, whereas words like combined or then she got some more, that's going to be addition. So learning those keywords will help you solve those word problems. Another strategy that we can use to help solve word problems is cubes. Okay, so my kiddos from last year should remember this. I'm very, very serious about this because I feel like it really, truly works. So a lot of people struggle with word problems because you're reading a bunch of words and you're trying to figure out the math problem. Like, whoever thought combining reading and math was a good idea? But if you use this strategy, you can kind of break down the word problem, and it's helping you think through it. And so instead of having like a whole paragraph or several sentences that's just blowing your mind, by using this strategy, it can help you work through the problem and think about it in broken down steps instead of being overwhelmed by it. So the C stands for, any of my kids from last year remember? What does that C stand for? It stands for circle the numbers, right? So we're going to circle the numbers in our word problem, okay? Now, I'm going to say this. You do want to circle the numbers, but you want to read your problem first. You know how sometimes word problems will pop up and they'll try to trick you? Like they'll put numbers in there that you don't need. Read your problem first. Make sure you need the numbers you circle. If the problem's trying to trick you and they put extra numbers in there, don't circle that. You're going to confuse yourself. Mark out anything that you don't need. Okay, but circle the numbers. Okay? Now the U, anyone remember? Yeah? The U stands for underline the question. Okay, so we want to circle the numbers. That helps our brain focus on the things that we're going to use, the information we're going to use to solve the problem. Then we want to underline the question. This is where our brain focuses on what is the problem actually asking me to do. So instead of reading all of these words, what does the problem actually want from me? Okay, so we're going to underline the question. Sometimes there's more than one question. If there's more than one question, underline all the questions. So every time you see a question mark, I want you underlining that information. Okay, the B stands for box keywords. Okay, so this is where that list I just gave you is going to come in handy. So if you see how many more, you better be putting a box around it. If you see combined, you better be putting a box around it. If you see she gave away, put a box around it. These are your keywords that tell you how to solve the problem. When you find those keywords, they are telling you to add, subtract, multiply, or divide. Okay, so a keyword is not going to be sock. Okay, like you want those words on that list that are actually going to tell you how to solve the problem. It takes the guessing out of it. You know how sometimes you read a problem and you're like, I don't know, maybe add, let's try that. Okay, it takes the guessing out of it. If you find a key word and put a box around it, you know for sure what you're doing. Okay, and then the E is to eliminate unimportant information. Okay, so remember we were just talking about, you know how sometimes those problems will give you extra information to try to trick you. Just eliminate it, okay? So if you're solving a problem about, whatever, however many dogs there are at the park, and all of a sudden it gives you information about a cat, eliminate it. So just draw a line through it. We want to get rid of that. We don't need that information. Okay? And that happens sometimes. Be careful not to eliminate information you actually need, though. So read the problem carefully. But any information that's just extra, it's thrown in there to throw you off, just eliminate. Draw a line through it. We don't need that. And then the S is kind of a duh. The S is to solve the problem, obviously. So after you do all this stuff, and you kind of dissect the word problem, we want to solve it. Okay? So again, Q, we're following cubes. Circle the numbers, underline the question, box the keywords, eliminate unimportant information, get rid of it. Eliminate means to get rid of. And then, of course, solve the problem. So let me show you an example, okay? All right. Ms. Johnson had 132 stickers. She gave 104 out to her class. Then she bought 50 more. How many stickers does she have now? Okay, so step one is to go ahead and read that problem. Notice how I read through it. I didn't underline, I didn't circle, I didn't eliminate anything. I read the problem, okay? All right, so now I can start working through this problem. So the C is to circle our numbers. All right, so Ms. Johnson had 132 stickers. We want to circle that. That's important, okay? Then it says she gave 104 stickers away. Okay, so I want to circle that. And then it says she bought 50 more. So I'm going to circle that too. All right, so I circled all of my numbers. Okay, now I need to underline the question. Okay, now I like doing this in different colors. So at your table, you should have highlighters or markers or crayons or something. You are more than welcome. Don't use markers. Sorry, that was a mistake. You can use highlighters or crayons. But you can do this in different colors if you want. Like, I mean, I color-coded all this. So I'm circling in purple. I'm going to underline in red. Okay? All right, so underline the question. So my question here, you guys see it? Here's my question mark. The question is, how many stickers does she have now? That's my question. Now I only have one in this question, okay? Or in this problem, I only have one. So I underlined it, okay? Now I need to box any keywords. All right, so check this out. With your group, decide what the keyword is. I'm going to give you about 10 seconds, okay? Where's my keyword? There might be more than one. Maybe. Just say it. Okay. You have some? All right. So one of the ones you should have had was that she gave some of these stickers away. If you are giving something, like if you have something and you start giving some away, that's going to tell you to subtract, right? Like if I have 4 markers, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I give some to Miss Hammonds, I'm subtracting what I have, right? I'm giving it away. Okay? So that was one. Hopefully you got that one. Now I see another one. You guys see another one? You should see, like, she bought 50 more. Okay, so if I'm buying more for myself, then I'm adding some to my collection, right? If I have these 2 markers and I buy 20 more, now I have 22 markers, okay? All right. And, of course, how many stickers does she have now? I might box that too. Not how many did she have at the beginning of this, not how many did she have when she gave them away. How many does she have now? After all of this happened, how much do we have now? Okay? All right. And now, blue is eliminate unimportant information. Now, in this question, I really don't have any tricky stuff that's trying to throw me off. I really don't have much that I can eliminate. If there was a sentence about Miss Johnson also had 2 dogs, that would be random, right? I could get rid of that. But with this, I really don't see much I can get rid of. So I'm going to leave this alone, okay? And this is fine. All right, so now I'm ready to solve. All right. Now, when we started talking, we noticed that gave meant to subtract. I'm going to put a little subtraction sign above it. But more meant to add. Well, what the heck? Am I subtracting or am I adding? The answer is you're doing both, okay? So first, we're starting off with 132 stickers. And then she gives 104 of those away. So I'm going to subtract 132 minus 104. Okay, now the 2 you can't say 2 minus 4, so borrow 12, 2. 12 minus 4 is 8. 2 minus 0 is 2. That's 28 stickers. But that's not my answer. Why? Because then she went out and bought more. Okay, so I solved my first step, but now it says that she went out and she bought 50 more. So now we need to take this number, 28, and we need to add 50 to it. Okay, so 28 plus 50, 8 plus 0 is 8, 2 plus 5 is 7. So how many stickers does she have now? Our answer should be 78. Okay, so again, as we're doing this, we use this strategy: circle, underline, box, eliminate, and then solve. And that helps our problem be a little bit easier to look at. Okay, now on your table, you have a sheet. It's front and back. A couple of the problems on there are just regular addition and subtraction. Okay, and a couple of the problems are word problems. On the regular addition and subtraction, I want you just to solve them. Okay, and then on the word problems, I want you to actually use this strategy. Okay, so I want you to break apart the word problems like this. Yes, you have to. Okay, you can use different colors if you want to, or you can just use your pencil, but yes, you have to do this on those word problems. Okay, I want to actually see you breaking it apart like I just showed you. You have this station and next station to finish this sheet. Okay, so I do want it done today. So working on it this station for the rest of the time, and then work on it your next station and try to get it done. Okay? All right, good job, guys. Good luck.